What's up, guys? It's Brev. We're back with another video today. We're going to be playing another 9-inning ranked seasons game, start to finish. You guys have been loving these lately, so thank you for the support. In this one, we're going to be using all the Goon Squad cards that have come out from the playoffs so far. So in the lineup, we've got Kike Hernandez at second base, Chris Taylor at shortstop, the new Rafael Devers at third, and Eddie Rosario in left field. And we're going to be starting Logan Webb, who I already have at parallel 2. Like this card a lot. He's definitely a pitch to contact guy, which is a little bit tougher to use post PCI update, but still really strong. All of these cards are insane. Obviously, Kike Hernandez gets his diamond defense at parallel 3 in his secondary positions, so that's awesome. Basically maxed out hitting. Chris Taylor gets diamond defense in left field at parallel 3, which basically makes him equivalent to Hank Aaron, which is insane. Devers is crazy, kind of a budget Lou Gehrig. And then obviously Babe Ruth, aka Eddie Rosario, in left field. And this card it looks like so much fun for the grinders because it's super fractor. You're going to be 125, 125, 125, 118 at the plate. And you're going to have diamond defense, exactly 90 fielding and 60 speed in left field. So that's pretty close to endgame. Obviously the defense leaves a little bit to be desired with Rosario, but the fact that he's even able to get to diamond defense this year is awesome. I can't say enough. I've said it probably in tons of videos so far, but the parallel system this year is probably the best feature I've ever seen them add in any iteration of MLB The Show. It's seriously so good. Like, I don't see anything wrong with parallels at all, except for maybe like how they look on the player card. That's about it. So keep doing that next year, SES. Don't change a thing. Love that you can +5 a card if you put insane amounts of time into using him. Love that you can do it online or offline. Just amazing. And I think it really shines with Eddie Rosario. So we're jumping in. There's no way we're facing deGrom again, man. This is not real life, is it? This one's super fractured. This is officially 4 videos in a row where I'm facing deGrom. So my apologies. At least I'm using different pitchers myself for a little variety. But we're going to be facing deGrom again. And we have more lefties in our lineup than we usually do. Usually I only run 2 lefties. This lineup build actually has 4 lefties. So we may see some more lefty arms in the pen from our opponent later on. I don't like this lighting right now. I play at July 1 p.m. or October 7 p.m. Those are the 2 time of day where you'll never have like shading issues like this. This is kind of sketch, especially on Legend, but we will deal with it. 2-2 as always with deGrom, getting repetitive at this point with the 4th video in a row, but I'm trying not to chase inside sliders, especially with lefties in the box. That was an absolute dot low and away. Kind of a weird pitch you don't see often from deGrom, especially first batter of the game, so good on him. We'll hopefully try to redeem ourselves in this one offensively after the last video we posted. 4-seam into change up here. First AB with Devers. This card looks so good, man. Can't wait to give him a ton of reps. Like I said, budget Gehrig has some active quirks too. Can play him at third instead of first, which obviously Lou Gehrig can't play third. So you could run both if you wanted to. Just an absolute goon of a card. And a nice tunnel from him there, setting me up. So he threw that changeup low in the exact same tunnel that he painted me with a 4-seamer with, got me to chase it. Good stuff, man. Striking me out twice to start the game. That's okay. These things happen when you face superfractored deGrom on Legend, so we'll keep at it. I will definitely take a 2-0 count to start the Tyler O'Neill at bat. Kept O'Neill in this team build just to have kind of a righty that is maxed out versus lefties, just to kind of protect some guys in the lineup. So having a righty that wasn't maxed out would have been less ideal. So 2-2 again. We'll see what he comes with. It was a high slider. I think he missed his spot just a little bit. Good pitch from him. I don't know what he's doing. I think he was trying to bait me into going to second. I don't know. We'll just stay at first. So kind of a cheeky single there. Not the greatest PCI placement. But I will take the 2-out hit. And now we got Schwarbs up with 99 speed on base, so a ball in the gap is probably a run. Good change from him there. He is rocking chairing me a little bit. Got to be careful of him painting the four seam. And that's a beautiful tunnel right there. Does he come back with it now? He did. Oh, we pulled it foul. Dang it, man. We were so ready for that. Imagine being that early on 102 Legend. Feels bad. Ran the two-seamer away from me. Again, I'm trying not to chase sliders here. That's the pitch I don't want to get beat on. He backdoors it, and we poke it to shortstop. At least we put a couple balls in play the end of that inning, which is good. Still like a 20-pitch inning. I will take it. We'll take this as a work in progress offensively. So, someone actually asked for a Logan Webb, what would Brev do? I didn't do it on purpose, but I just wanted to use the guys I like from the playoff program so far. But I really do like Logan Webb quite a bit. He's basically like Felix with a slider instead of a slurve, I guess you could say. But like I said in the intro, he is definitely like a pitch to contact guy. So post PCI update is definitely a little tougher because people can reach outside the zone a little bit easier. But we get a K right there. He's swinging very late at that sinker up and in. But yeah, it's typical sinker cutter guy. You just want to mix in out, up high. Make sure, personally, when I use sinker cutter guys and I'm playing, on high difficulties where I assume my opponent can hit very well, what I really like to do is force them to get into a position where they feel like it's going to be difficult to take a sinker up and in. I know a lot of people love to spam sinkers up and in, but I really like to save it until they get to a point where they feel like they really can't lay off. So that's kind of what we did in the first at bat. Hopefully this lag fixes itself out too. But not a lot to say about Webb, man. If you like Felix, I think you'll like this card. He's maybe even a little bit better than Felix. We'll see what happens. I think he can get a little bit of plus velocity if you parallel him enough as well. So this is what I'm talking about, 0-2. It's going to be really hard to lay off this pitch. I don't really like spamming it early in the count. I kind of like trying to get them in positions where they feel like they have to swing at it. Unfortunately, we missed our spot, so we'll try it again. And he is obligated to swing there, and we get a pop out. 1, 2, 3 for Webb. So you'll get a lot of opportunities like that because there are so many good right-handed bats in the game right now. A lot of people's lineups are decently righty-heavy, so a guy like Webb, sinker cutter, right-handed, super good. You can just in and out, up and down with sinker cutter and go to town. All right, we have to figure out how to not suck for the second video in a row on offense. And so far, no bueno. Great. I'm going to get roasted again. I think almost everybody but Taylor gets shifted out of these playoff cards, which is kind of a bummer. Eddie Rosario just early. We get that one out of there. So look at that perfect PCI placement. This is just what Eddie Rosario brings to the table, man. He is just such a menace at the plate. Pretty much dead center with that swing just early. Insane. Such a good card, man. I'm glad I actually pieced one up there. And maybe we can get a little bit momentum rolling now. Good on this guy, not throwing a fastball right away, but I imagine he's going to do it second pitch now. So we're just going to sit outlier here. And just early off of it. Good mix-up from him, man. Usually people throw primary pitches right after home runs. It's kind of a subconscious thing. Man, if there's one thing I want to do this video, it's stop striking out so much. Dear God. I think I might just have to slow my bat down, and if he beats me with a fastball, then he does. Because so far, I think all of my strikeouts except the very first one of the game have been on off-speed. So we need to, kind of tone it down a bit and make him beat us with the fastball. Because he's throwing a lot of off-speed right now, which is, in my opinion, a good approach with deGrom. Paints us up and in, so I'm going to sit off-speed here. If he doubles up on the fastball again, then tip your cap. That makes takes like that a lot easier, and I'm still going to sit off-speed. I don't think he'll go fastball 3-2, but we'll see. He did go slider up and in. I was still late on it because he threw it 94. Man, superfractored deGrom. A 94 slider is insane. Just want to throw that out there. That is a hard slider. Really good swing by us though. If it was like if that slider was like 88 instead of 94, probably a perfect home run. So can't really be upset with that swing result. We did what we wanted to do here. Now we're going to start establishing this sinker in on the hands as we get ahead in the count, and then we can start working in, you know, a little bit more variety. But right now this approach is working extremely well for us. Keeping it slow and away from him early on in the count, and then forcing him to swing at that sinker up and in later in the count. So far so good. This guy, so far I believe, has a very righty heavy lineup too. I don't think have I faced a single lefty yet? It's kind of weird. So now he's probably sick of it, so what I want to do is throw like a front door slider, kind of like a pitch like this where he's early if he swings at sinker, or he just takes it. Absolutely gorgeous pitch. Logan Webb, so fun. And now we'll start mixing in this sinker earlier in the count. I probably don't need to get away from it this early and like mixing up my sequencing, but I want to try to make sure I stay ahead of him so that when he does make the adjustment, it's not in a spot where I'm going to give up a ton of runs. So pretty good swing by him to end the inning actually. Good timing, pulled it just over the top of it for an easy ground ball. Devers makes the play. Now unfortunately we start the inning with our pitcher, Logan Webb. And we'll just try to battle a little bit. Try not to give him a 3-pitch strikeout, but it's definitely hard. Hey, we fouled one off. Nice. I do contact swing with my pitcher, especially on Legend too, if nothing else, just to try to not strike out as often. At least try to put it in play. But on Legend, you're very rarely going to get hits with your pitcher unless you're using deGrom or Shohei, so it is what it is. Back to the top of the order. We do have 1 run on 2 hits. And there's a changeup right there. So I'm kind of developing my approach against this guy on the fly as we go here, but it appears like looking for hanging off speed is going to be good. I had 2 good ones there that I didn't swing at, but that's an adjustment we can make moving forward. And he gifts me a curveball there. deGrom curveball in the zone 0-2 is definitely a debatable pitch choice. Easily deGrom's worst pitch. He probably tried to throw it for a ball, but that one was a little bit too easy for me, man, especially when I'm sitting with my PCI inside. So good job, Mickey Mantle. And we'll see if he keeps pitching me disrespectful like this early in the count, kind of throwing things right down the middle. But yeah, we're going to try to keep a slow bat. He may mix it up and just start firing bullets at us, though, after that curveball home run. We'll see. Second at bat for Devers. And he tried to paint us again. Nice pitch. We got lucky. That was a ball. Trying very hard to not chase sliders like always. Oh, that was a juicer right there, man. Just missed it. Unfortunate. Beautiful take here. We worked it all the way to 3-2. And again, still slow bat. We'll see if he comes outlier, but I'm looking for off speed. And he throws another curveball. Devers is crushed that off the sign. Devers is crushed that off the sign. You gotta love my grammar, dude. If I see that in the comments, in quotes, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep, so please don't do that. 2 lefty bombs back-to-back on curveballs. Interesting pitch choice from him, honestly. I don't see people throw curveballs as much as this guy has, especially ahead in the count. Maybe he doesn't trust the slider. I don't know what's going on, but I will take it because that pitch is very easy for me. 1-2 now. We'll see if he just keeps gassing me up. I don't know, man. I think still sitting off speed is good. Foul that one off. Would have crushed a slider. That PCI in timing. So funny. Huge take on the changeup, and we're 3-2 again. Is this where he finally cranks it up with the outlier? No, he threw a slider, and we have the biggest of boy takes. And I think I just hit fastball now. First pitch. Oh, he threw a slider. I was actually sitting fastball, but he just hung that so bad that it kind of moved itself right into my PCI. Schwarber dead center. 5 runs off deGrom superfractored. And have we gotten a quit already? We have not. Okay, good. That makes me happy. It makes me very happy. I know when I post what would Brev do's that are like 18 minutes long, you already know how the game went before it happened, so I like that he did not quit there. Big ups, man. Back-to-back sliders against Chris Taylor, who, yes, confirmed is the only one of the 4 cards we're using that doesn't get auto-shifted, so a little bit of a bummer on the other 3. I'm honestly kind of surprised that Kike gets shifted. I haven't really ever thought of him as an extreme pull hitter, but I guess I haven't looked into it much. We are just battling with the foul balls this inning, though. We're getting pretty lucky, fouling off as many pitches as we have. And the sit and off-speed approach is working beautifully against this guy. Another 94 slider, which made us late-sided good instead of just good or perfect. The hard sliders, man, they're so hard to time up. Good swing, though, from Chris Taylor. Nothing better we could do there. And we'll just stick with our modified approach here of trying to look for off-speed early in the count against this guy. I don't really want to swing at either of those pitches with the shift on, so that's a bit unfortunate. We'll see what he comes with 0-2. Fight that one off, pull it foul. And a typical sequence now would be to try to throw a slider off the plate inside, so we got to stay patient and not swing at that. Was a changeup. Again, that looks like an insane take, but it's just our approach. I'm not going to get beat by pitches like that. And then he goes changeup down and away. Is this gone? What a missile. I think I'm out at second. He hit that so hard I got out at second. Okay, at least we're safe. Rosario's a freak. Confirmed. Best card in the game. Maybe not best card in the game, but what an insane bat to have in your lineup for real. And I somehow swing over the top of that. He botches it at short, so we stop at third. Things are getting away from this guy. And we have to be super aggressive with Todd Helton here. And he throws us another curveball down the middle. We get the ship it special. This guy made a huge mistake pitching to Todd Helton there. Again, the point of these videos is never to bash on my opponent. But there's 2 outs. My 8-hole hitter's up. I'm in a position where if I hit a home run, it's 3 runs. If I hit a single, it's a run. If I hit a ball in the gap, it's probably 2 runs. You just walk me there. You intentionally walk me. It brings the pitcher up, bases loaded, 2 outs, and then 99 times out of 100, you're walking back to the dugout, and this is a 5-0 game. So, again, never trying to dog on my opponents, but that was a huge mistake game-wise. And it's also the reason that I was so adamant about being aggressive with Helton. You've seen it in videos before. But I don't want to give my opponent an opportunity to realize they should walk me after they start pitching to me. So, if he falls behind 1-0, 2-0, maybe he's like, I can just walk him, which is a thought he didn't have before, if that makes sense. But obviously we got super lucky that he just threw another curveball right down the middle. We've gotten a lot of mistake pitches this game, which is a bit unusual when facing deGrom. You guys watched the last episode. We got dotted all game. So it's a big turnaround here. Oh, that was almost nasty. He's going to be thinking about it now, too, so we'll tunnel a cutter off the plate. He swings at this every time. What? No way. I'm actually shocked. All right, we'll try the backdoor sinker again, 3-2, and he's way late. Logan Webb, man. I don't know if he's better than Felix. I feel like he is, but not enough reps yet. I don't know why, though. I can't... they're the same card. Maybe I've just had small sample size success with Webb. Game lagged there. Hopefully I don't hang this middle. Oh, that's unfortunate. At least he didn't hit it out. He does get on base there, and he's obviously going to pinch hit. I'm assuming he's close to World Series with the fact that he hasn't quit yet, which I will take it. Oh, God. What a horrendous pitch, man. We just got bailed out We just got the bailout of the century right there. I think that's the first pitch I've thrown from the stretch, and I completely mess it up. Wowzers, especially to Prince Fielder. And then we get him to chase a changeup and work a double play. That was super lucky, man. I can't believe he missed that pitch. That was a Brev special, missing that pitch. That's something I would do, dude. And here come the lefties. So like I said in the beginning of the video, a lot more lefties in this lineup than I usually run. There's nothing wrong with running 4 lefties, but this is what you're going to see when your opponent moves to the bullpen. A healthy dose of guys like this. Hitting Chapman isn't that much different than hitting deGrom, to be honest. Again, we're trying to lay off sliders inside when he's ahead in the count. Luckily, he throws us a splitter basically right into our PCI again. Mickey goes deep again, and we are just piling it on right now. Very happy that we're hitting this well, especially with how many times we struck out in like the first 5 at bats. So approach has worked really well, especially against this guy. I think almost all of our runs have been on off-speed pitches. So he's kind of just making it easy for us. Devers goes deep, left on left. The beautiful thing about this Devers card is he's not even bad left on left. Like, all he loses is power, like a little bit of power. He still has 119 contact versus left with no parallel. That is insane. Devers always has one of the best swings in the game, too. The reason I didn't use his Team Affinity card as much is because he was so bad attribute-wise versus lefties. You have the opposite problem with this one. I think Devers is going to be a staple in my lineup, man. I really think he could really push for best third baseman in the game, in my opinion. No bias in this gameplay where he's gone deep twice. Our opponent did get us with a 4-seam there, and he threw a lot of them last at bat. So maybe he's catching on, but I have no reason to get away from what I've been doing. Even against Chapman, or even with Chapman, this guy is still just throwing off speed as often, if not more, than his fastballs. And so even though we're playing on Legend and I'm facing outlier pitchers, he hasn't made me hit the outlier consistently yet. So this has actually been a very easy game for me, just because I'm able to kind of work in my approach the way that we've developed it after kind of picking up on this tendency that he's had. And you can see 4-seam sinker there, so he might have picked up on it. Ooh, he botches the throw. And Rosario gets a 3rd chance. Can we capitalize here? Oh, how did I miss that? That was the juiciest pitch I've ever seen, man. Same approach here, though, man. Off speed, looking to take advantage of it. It does look like he's catching on, though, so we'll see if he comes 4-seam here for the K. Nope, slider away. Typical sequence would now be to go inside with something hard. Wow, that's a dot. Good pitch. The front door up and in slider from Chapman. Basically unhittable. Amazing pitch, especially with a pitcher that doesn't have great control. And now we're in Mercy Rule territory. If you guys didn't know, Mercy Rule is in effect if somebody's up by 10 or more after 4 innings. So if we throw a shutout inning here, this game is over because we will be up 10 after 4. So that's the goal with Logan Webb. Logan Webb can go ahead and try to get himself a complete game shutout here. The offense has absolutely popped off. I think all 4 of the playoff cards that I featured in this video are in game for sure. They have very few weaknesses. Absolutely. Just all 4 of them so good. Rosario's the one that I'm Rosario and Devers are the ones that I'm most excited for, though. Even though Rosario's defense is sketchy, like I said, the fact that you can make it so much better if you just use him for so long. It's really exciting. Willie Mays also historically so slow swing, so usually it's a good idea to throw him inside a lot. He also does crowd the plate, which bothers some hitters. So that's a good approach unless your opponent is keen to that and kind of turns it around and tries to turn and burn because they know you're doing that. Depends on the situation. This is probably one too many times inside sinker. Hopefully he doesn't turn. All right, he's still late. So one more out to go. hitting that pitch is so hard with Mays, especially on Legend. And is he going to pinch hit for Hank Aaron here? Nah, he's he's not going to let me get the mercy, man. That's kind of a lame move, I'm not going to lie. But I will not complain about that performance, man. We scored 7 runs in the 3rd inning. We completed the Juan Marichal program. Giant strikeouts online. Yeah, man. Let me know what you guys thought. I'm glad I was able to put on a performance like this for y'all, especially on Legend, especially after the last game. Let me know in the comments who your favorite playoff card has been so far. Obviously, whoever's World Series MVP is going to get an insane card. Can't wait to see who it is. But so far for me, Devers and Rosario are crazy. I actually think I might be starting Rosario in the outfield, which is a big deal for me because I really like my defense out there. But, man, if this gameplay didn't tell you anything about both of those guys, Devers with 2 bombs, Rosario with a bomb and a double, Oppo against the shift. Insane cards. Anyway, I'll stop gloating about how much I love these cards. Appreciate you guys watching. If you made it all the way to the end, please drop a like. It helps me out. Subscribe if you want to. Take care, guys. We'll see you